Hi everyone and welcome to the channel. I'm Jo from the northwest of the UK. I enjoy everything cash stuffing and budgeting. So welcome to all my new subscribers and welcome to all my returning subscribers. I hope you're all doing amazing. You've had an amazing week and I hope your weekend's even better. So in today's video, I'm going to be doing my cash count up for June because I am paid on the 13th of each month, which means come Friday the 11th of July I will be paid because my payday falls on a Sunday. So let's make a start. Let's see how much I've got. So first things first, in my emergency I've got £1,000 and in my home I've got 491. There was £1,000 in there a couple of months ago. However, I have been paying for a kitchen fitter, I've been paying for building materials, etc. So yeah, that's where it was for anyway. I do have a separate savings challenge for my kitchen floor, which you would have seen in previous videos. If not, go check them out. And yeah, let's make a start. So in my high priority, which is this binder, I am currently on with saving up for some new vinyl stickers for these. So in my savings I have 20, 40, 60, 65 and £70. I'm also left-handed, so it does get a bit fiddly and a bit awkward, but please bear with me. I need to explain as well, because I am on a low budget, I don't cash stuff X amount into each sinking fund. What I do is I've got 6 mini challenges that I cash stuff £30 each week into, and I've got my big challenges that are spread £50 throughout those challenges, and when they are complete, that is when I put them into my sinking fund. So I essentially save to sink. Okay, so household would be home, so I've got £10 in there. I'll just put a plus 10. Right, MISC is actually my funeral plan. So 20, 25, 30, 35 and 40. It's very warm here today, guys. It's certainly creeping up. I think it's 22 degrees today. Did I say 40? I'll just double check. 20, 25, 30, 40. Yes, I did. Now, gas, this is for my winter payment. So, I know that there's some money in my savings challenges for this as well. So, 20, 40, 60, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100. I also need to do a back to bank as well because I've got too much money in the house. I do have a safe, but nonetheless, you know, I'm now doing things on the internet and I feel that I need to put things in the bank. I'm being a little bit lazy, to be honest. And vet currently stands at 0 because we've had a bit of bother with Nala for the last month and a half or so, but she's all right now. So normally I would add these up and do a total and let you know. I'm just doing it a little bit different this time because obviously in my big savers I've got money that are contributing to this, so that's why I'm putting that plus 10 plus wherever. So I'm going to move on to my low priority, and pantry has 15. I did take out of this last month just to stock up on sparkling water for my daughter, and she's actually quite mad on pot noodles at the moment, so I stocked up on them as well whilst they were cheap at Farm Foods. 20, 40, 60, 70 is in dental and oral hygiene. And health and beauty has 10, a lonely 10. Dining out, oh, I'll just make a note of that actually. So dining out, I know you can't really see these, I do apologise. Like I said, I'm saving up to get some nice vinyls. So eating out, clothing is actually a big saver. Pets, which will be vet, they have nothing in them. I haven't started them categories yet, so I haven't wrote them down. Right, I'm going to move on. Sorry, I'm just going to put total there. So I'm moving on now to my travel binder. Let's see how much we've got in here. I reallocated a little bit of money into here. These dashboards are beautiful. They are from HR Handmade on Etsy. Fantastic Etsy seller. I messaged her to see what size I'd need and things like that, and yeah, love them. Yeah, right, let's see what we've got in here. Days out doesn't have anything. Transportation, I've actually used that quite recently. My daughter had a hospital appointment because of her autism assessments and ongoing help and things. And there were £20 in here, and I used the full £20 because it's £10 a taxi from either our home or her school, because she only lives 6 minutes walk from school to the next town's hospital, and it's £10. So yeah, that will need to probably in my next video, I'm going to get some love. Beach days, because my daughter is sensory, she enjoys sand and water. Let's see how much we've got in here. I made each icon £10, saves 130. So I do believe there should be 120 in here now. I'll check because I have been known to be wrong. 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 100, 110, 15 and 20. That's a nice amount, is that? £10 short now of being fully funded. So beach days is 120, and ice cream money, as I call it, or little knick-knack money, we have 20, so that needs to be bulked up a little bit, doesn't it? Okay, and I think that is it for that binder. I've just remembered I haven't actually included Xmas, because on my reallocation video I'd saved 75 for Christmas, and that was fully funded, so I'm just going to add that in there whilst I've remembered. So what am I on to now? My kiddo binder. This is cash stuff once a month. So this one, ignore that one because I didn't put the money in the bank. Let's see. Right, I'm missing some money. I'm just going to pause you guys, sorry. Welcome back everyone, and I actually unpaused you this time instead of stopping the entire filming. Right, so I know exactly what's gone on. I got myself a little bit confused. So I use this for my daughter's cash ISA. Yeah, I've put the money in the bank since my last video. I remember now, I made a little note of it. So there's 40 in the bank and 20 there. So that's £60 in there. So in an ISA, there is 60. Moving on to savings. And she has, jeez, right, 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 200, 250, 255. So 255 in savings. These aren't just her only savings. When I'm paid each month, a certain amount is transferred from my account to her account. So her year 6 leavers trip. That has 10, 20, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, £40 in bank, £90. I have been told by one of the parents recently that it was £800 this year to send their year 6 child to Paris for the 3 days for the school leavers trip. It does include a day around Disneyland Paris. She also has another daughter that left last year and she paid £600 for her. So yeah, it's increased. And by the time my daughter goes, which will be in like 5 years' time, I'm probably looking at roughly £1,000, aren't I? So it's a good job I've made a start. Passport. Has, let's have a look. I'm not really getting on with these envelopes. 25, okay. Put 25 there. I haven't done my back to the bank video yet, so I'm going to include this money because I have bought some school things for my daughter. And she's got 20, 30, 35. I need 25 of that back. But for the sake of this video and the fact that I'm doing this before my back to bank, we'll just keep it as it is. It'll all make sense when it comes to my next cash counting. Club stays at 10. Clothes and shoes. Where are we? Oh, friends' birthdays, again, nothing. Clothes and shoes has 20. And hobbies has 10. And I haven't put birthday, which has 60. Lovely jubbly. And that's that one done. Now then, I've got my mini savers. It's because that's in wrong order. Sorry, confusing myself. So my mini savers, I'm just going to do it like this, just to make it easier and simpler. So envelope 1, 0. Envelope 2, 0, because these ones have already been completed and reallocated. 3 has £10. That's a new one, so there's nothing in that one. £5 in, oh, so there's £5 in number 5 and £10 in number 6. Moving on to my big savers. So the first one has 70. Number 2 has 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. This one has 20. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 5, 10, 15, 20 in that one. 10, 20, 30, 10, 20, 30, 40, £50 in winter fuel. So if I go back up here to my high priority where I had that 100, I did a plus because I knew there were some money here, plus 50, so it's 150. And this is my kitchen floor. Now I have to count this because when I mark the amounts off, I can't see them. So 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 85, 90, 95. And 95 in that one. I'll just check to see if I hadn't left any more money behind. I'm not including my spends game. I'm not including my rollover because they're not really needed for this. And obviously I've added the £75 for my Christmas. So let's add up. This is my 1990s calculator for those that were maybe born before the wheel, you know. But it's trusted. I think it was my dad's. I think it was my late father's. I think he used to carry it round in his coat pocket, going round doing quotations for people and things like that. Yeah, so anyway, I'm waffling. Let's add this up, guys. So 70 plus 4, 91 plus 10. I don't know why I did it like that. Plus 40. 150 in the gas. Plus 1,000 in my emergency. Equals 1761. So 1,761 there. Pantry has 15. Dental had 70. Health and beauty had the 10. Vets is 0. So that total is 95. I haven't done a total for my travel binder. I'm never organised when I do these videos. So beach days is 120, £20 in spends, 140. And then we'll get on to my daughter's binder, which is £60 in the ISA, £255 in savings, £90 in a year 6 trip, 25 in passport, 35 in school, 10 in school clubs, £20 in clothes and shoes, £10 for her hobbies, and £60 in a birthday. £565. Okay. And then we'll move on to the mini savers. And then on to the big one. So let's see what we've got here. 10, 20, 25. Because obviously I've just reallocated £180 out of my mini savers. So a lot of them are ready to start afresh next week. And in my big savers, I have 70 in hair, 35 in one of them, £20 in clothing, I think that was, £30 in something, £20 in something, and 95 in my new kitchen floor fund, which is 270. Now let's add it all up together. So 1,761 plus 95 plus 140 plus 565 plus 25 plus 2 70 equals 2,856. Okay, so that's my new total, but obviously my home binder did have £1,000 in. My home and emergency are in the bank. I got them both up to £1,000 way before I started YouTube. I've been using the home one to renovate my home. So I'm paying a kitchen fitter, materials, etc, etc. So I expect it to be less than last month. Because last month I had 3,024. But that was minus counting my savings challenges. I never counted my savings challenges in that one. So if I do 3,024 minus 2,856, I'm only 168 down from last month's amount, which is pretty good going. Obviously that would have been higher if I included my savings challenges in with it, but I'm pretty happy with that. I'm not in debt. I've not used a credit card. Everything's going smoothly, touch wood. Yeah, so I'm really happy with that. So on that note, guys, I'm going to say thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment and subscribe. Please take care of yourselves this weekend. If you're in the UK, we are due a major heat wave apparently. Could be reaching like 30 degrees Celsius. So on that note, I'm going to say please look after yourselves and each other and your pets in the heat. And I'll see you all in my next video. Bye-bye.